So over the years, we have been told by many people that we need to get better at marketing. Honestly, we're brewers, we make beer, but I do understand that connecting with customers in a way that is meaningful and authentic and kind of demonstrates who we really are and what we're all about is very important. The marketplace is remarkably crowded these days. The customer is inundated with choice. Many excellent beers fighting for their attention. Some will have resorted to never trying the same beer twice, and that's completely understandable because you can go through a whole year and have a different beer every day in Vermont and all of them will be excellent. We do need, though, to try to convey in some way what we're about. I can talk for half an hour and try to explain our story, but the idea that we need to somehow encapsulate what we're about with a small image or a graphic or a slogan or a piece of art, I think is pretty much ingrained in us and is understood by everybody who works in the brewing industry these days. We embarked upon the process of trying to figure that out. We talked to marketers, we talked to professionals, we talked to friends, we talked to everybody about how we would portray what we're doing. At the end of the day, we spent some time with a professional describing us, who we are, what's important to us, what our values are, what we're striving for, what we're just hoping people would, the message that we were hoping people would take away when we told our story. And what we realized was that we are genuinely doing what we love. We are making beer. I am a brewer that's been a brewer for 35 years. It's all I've ever done. I've got a wealth of experience, credentials that go back in time. I'm in the Craft Beer Hall of Fame, for goodness sake. And yet people didn't necessarily know what drop-in brewing was all about. We want to make the connection that we're about quality, that we're about precision, we're about delivering on expectations, but somehow we also wanted to impress upon customers that we also make beer that is traditionally clear. So we're not going to necessarily release a bunch of beers that are deliberately made cloudy. So the great idea came about of looking down a microscope, using a magnifying glass, honing in on the process, fine-tuning the process in a very precise way, working on the minutiae so that the big picture works, and therefore the idea of bringing everything into focus came about. We passed the idea off to a number of different people. We wasted a whole lot of time trying to insert a picture of a microscope to look like one of the letters, and abandoned that idea as that became sillier. But eventually we hit upon the idea, or someone on our behalf hit upon the idea of an eye chart, of a way of focusing your attention onto something and a way of testing whether your vision was correct and heading in the right direction or not. We're very pleased with the Great Beer in Focus as our tagline. It looks good on a shirt, it looks good on a poster and a tin tacker, but it also conveys the idea to customers that we are about bringing all the qualities of beer together into one homogeneous whole, and that attention is paid to every single detail.